Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. And in this video, I'm taking on I'm not going to say the whole bloody name, I'm taking on the new Heretic quest, the new LUFENIA that's come out with the release of Ultimecia's Burst weapon and Penelo's LD, and I'm going in with a team of Ultimecia, Ramza, and Penelo, with a Ramza support and a Brother Summon. And I'm just going to dive in. So, this quest, I actually initially was planning on skipping Penelo's LD, but I did the free pull, and someone or something wanted me to use Penelo, so I wasn't going to argue with them, and here we are. So this team has all the brave regen, all the time. Let me just go in with a Let me do a. I'll do a Machina LD straight away. Why not? So yeah, this team has Ramza and Penelo in it, and of course we know that Ramza gives a crazy amount of bravery regen, and Penelo also gives a hell of a lot of regen, and Ultimecia has an incredibly high initial bravery despite not having any natural regen, but that just basically means she'll be getting a ton of bravery back like every turn, and she kind of needs it, to be honest, because her potencies have still not been updated, so they're not the strongest, although her LD boards definitely make her a lot stronger than she otherwise would have been. So I am going to go into this. Let me do a haste rumba and then rotate into the regen waltz. Here we are, and we already have like a shit ton of bravery. So this boss actually is really annoying, in my opinion, because it has several mechanics where when it reaches certain HP thresholds, I don't know the exact numbers, I'll be honest, but what it will do is it will summon these minions on the side, and they have LUFENIA orbs, right? And you cannot cancel the orbs, which means you have to kill these minions before the orbs go off. And they will periodically reappear, as all annoying things do. And if that were not enough, then the boss also has a LUFENIA orb that appears at some point, which is actually quite easy to manage. You just have to keep its bravery low and it'll be fine. But yeah, basically it'll keep resummoning the orbs back. But not only will it do that, at certain periods, it will inflict a load of frame debuffs on you. And then also, I believe at the 49% HP mark, I think it's that. But it also full dispels your entire party, and then it sticks debuffs on you as well, and it's just really irritating. So obviously that's why Penelo is here, because her LD is a full party cleanse, and then it buffs everyone afterwards. So it's really good to get back on your feet really quickly after the boss dispels you. Of course, Penelo is by no means mandatory. In fact, if you've got Balthea, like, he is probably perfect for this. And if you do have Balthea, then Penelo is probably someone that you can skip, but you do need some healing as well. So just bear that in mind. Let me go into haste rumba, and let me just pop the intercession here. So I do have initial bravery artifacts on Penelo, but they're really not necessary, like, at all. In fact, I might go so far as to say that they're very unnecessary. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop the Cyclone Drive, and I'm actually just going to go straight into... I was going to go straight into the Burst, but I think that will I do this, or will I go for the Friend first? No, you know what? I'm actually just gonna go straight into the Burst with my Ramza. Okay, so for this, I'm just gonna dump all my bravery on the main target. Then I'm gonna launch one of the targets on the side, right? Because it is split damage, so everyone will take equal damage, and we still have an EX to use. So I'm going to, like, throw the EX at the middle enemy, like so. Well, I can't do a HP triple plus here, really, can I? I'm just going to have to use this Innovate over here for the launch. Very good. Now I can do a triple plus, like so. And I can shout as well. And straight into the finish burst. So we've got our Ramza and we've also got a friend Ramza as well. So because Ultimecia steals a lot of turns back to back, one of the great things about her is the fact that she essentially can monopolize burst effects. Because she takes so many turns back to back, she'll basically be able to keep taking turns while the burst effect is active. If you saw my video back during the Rude Lufenia, you will see me do that with Kuja back when she didn't have her LD boards or her level 80 yet. So I'm actually, yeah, you know what? I will pop the, I'll pop Caius here during the burst effect, which is excellent. And I was really hoping that that was going to kill B, but apparently not. But this will. There we go. Very nice. I'm not going to use her LD yet because I want to get the single target damage from it, if that makes any sense. Okay, here we go, this jamming signal shit. This is what happens. Everyone gets frame debuffs, so we can pop the LD to get rid of that, and I am of course going to do that on C over here because C is primed for a launch. There we go, and that's the dudes on the side taken care of. So now I can pop the LD and do all sorts of delicious numbers. Unfortunately, this also does mean... oh no, this is still my Ramza, isn't it? I didn't even pop the Cyclone Drive. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. I'll just do that. And I am not going to use LD here because there would frankly be no point. I'm going to Brave Plus for the free turn. I want to make sure that it's a triple person launch. Okay, we've got EX, but screw it, now I'm going to do this. There we go, that's what we like to see. So this party obviously makes this relatively easy because we've got Penelo who counters like the main thing that you have to be worried about as far as the boss is concerned. We've got Ultimecia who now has an absolutely stonkingly huge amount of brave regen thanks to the shenanigans we've got going on with Penelo and Ramza. And then we've got our friend Ramza in the reserves, just in case for some strange reason our own Ramza, well I mean, our own Ramza will get spent, spoiler alert, but we'll just be able to bring the friend in as well. So, of course this is one way that you can use Ultimecia. If you find that she's not doing enough damage, just stack regens on her. I mean, look, you get 70k back every turn. I mean, yeah, this is because she's boosted for this quest as well. I mean, look, she's not hitting particularly hard here, but we still do stonks damage, which is really nice to see. Might as well do this as well. And look at the max bravery. She's almost over 100k max bravery outside of summon. That's just silly. So the next time that the minions come back, I'll actually swap in the friend Ramza. Yeah, like now, for example. This would be the perfect time to do that. Meanwhile, because we have Hell's Judgment, which is just absolutely perfect for dealing with multiple enemies. And I can actually afford to spam this with relative impunity now because Ultimecia's LD actually gives you a refunded use of skill 2 every time you use it. So now she basically has twice as many skill 2s as she did before, and of course that is her most powerful skill. So it's not just the double dump and the extended duration of her LD buff that you get, but it's also the double skill, which is honestly really, really nice to have. So it is probably going to dispel us here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to pop the Crystal 65 just to give us absolutely even more insane regen. Good grief! The strength of these green numbers is a little terrifying. Yeah, see, there we go. That's what I thought. So here, unfortunately, well, yeah, I'm going to use the free skill too. Why not? Oh, unfortunately, I can't. I can't use her LD because you can see that we're full of framed debuffs. So if I use her LD, the buff won't get applied. So I'm just going to have to do this instead. This will at least finish off the things on the side. And I think it's about time we summon, don't you? Let's get rid of all these nasty debuffs. Definitely do not need to let that thing take a turn. Now, I could have Ultimecia monopolize the summon. I could do that, honestly. But should I? No, because I'm missing Ramza's LD buff. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to pop the Shockwave Pulsar. I'm missing Ramza's LD overhead buff. So let's get that up in here. Okay, so yeah, I think I can honestly just HP attack. That's fine. And you know what? I'll attack with Penelo too. I was trying to keep the turn count down a little bit, but it's all good. So I think the last point at which it does anything is at 29%, which is coming up right now. Alright, but it doesn't dispel us, which is kind of hilarious. And it's really, really too bad for the boss, because if it doesn't dispel us, then Ulti's not going to cop any debuffs, because she's completely full of frame buffs. There we go. That refreshes the buffs as well, which is lovely and is honestly better than I hoped for. Yeah, I think this is pretty much ours at this point. I mean, it should be. We've got 2 synergy characters, and we've got the Ramza BURST train going on. So I mean, just look at this regen. No wonder Brave Gain Reduction comes into the picture, because that is actually terrifying. Like, who needs Enchant in Peril when you gain basically your entire max Brave back in Bravery every turn? Yeah, I'll do this. Because the side minions are still there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so when it's on the ground it appears to be weak to magic attacks. So let me just fire off this LD here while I can. I wonder how the Lufenia orb got to 7. Was I not keeping an eye on it properly, or what? Oh well, little matter. And just keep refreshing the regen waltz with Penelo because it doesn't take up a turn. Doesn't matter about your brave damage reduction, sir. We don't care about that in these parts. Let's see if this also works. Yeah, that works too. I think that works very well. Okay, and... rip, we can't do the free turn thing. If I do a no. No. Okay. Well, it's over. There we go. That's going to be the Lufenia, the Heretic. So, if you have ulti, then obviously this becomes much easier because she is the ideal solution to use skill 2 to attack all the enemies on the side. But she is definitely not the only solution that you can use. I mean, pretty much anyone with strong either full AoE damage or splash damage is going to be ideal for this. I guess you could, I mean, let me think about it. You could use Kuja because he works pretty well to do splash damage, and also in AoE you can use tanks like Gladio, for example. He's going to really help with the side minions. You can probably use Lightning because she'll do a lot of damage to the main target, as long as you've got enough characters to take out the dudes on the side. You know, there's plenty of options out there, but I gotta admit, Ulti is probably one of the best, especially because she's got synergy stats. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and until the next time, take care and goodbye.